On the 15th of April, 2025, the European Commission published updated guidance documents for the European Deforestation Regulation, or EUDR for short, aiming to simplify its implementation and reduce the administrative burden. This will be important if you work in construction and deal with timber or wood products. Here are some of the key updates to be aware of. The EU have clarified ascertaining due diligence. Large downstream companies will only need to collect and reference due diligence statement numbers from their suppliers. They don't have to repeat the full due diligence process. Annual due diligence statement submissions. Companies can now submit due diligence statements annually, rather than per batch or shipment, easing the burden for companies handling large volumes or regular imports. Reuse of due diligence statements for re-imports. Large companies can reuse existing due diligence statements for re-imported goods that were previously on the EU market. Group submissions are allowed. An authorized representative can now submit a due diligence statement on behalf of multiple companies in a group. This allows for centralized compliance management and simplifies due diligence statement submission for company groups with multiple legal entities. Packaging exemption clarified. Packaging used exclusively to support, protect or carry another product is out of scope, including when used packaging, such as pallets, is resold or traded between companies. However, if it is repaired using new relevant materials, then only those new components fall under the regulation and require a due diligence statement. Low-risk sourcing will still require checks. Operators using simplified due diligence for commodities from low-risk regions must still collect Article 9 information and assess supply chain complexity, the risk of circumvention, and the risk of mixing with products from high-risk areas. If any risk is identified, full due diligence must be applied. So, what's next? The European Commission is finalizing its country benchmarking system, which is used to classify countries as low, standard, or high risk, and this is expected to be published by the 30th of June, 2025. A new delegated act proposing clarifications to product scope, such as packaging and recycled materials, has been published and is open for public consultation. The EUDR information system will be fine-tuned over the coming months, ahead of the EUDR implementation date of the 30th of December, 2025.